held in reserve. How foolish of the corporatist invaders to think they stand a chance against such technology. Surely this proves the superiority of our system.
Next up,
here's a song for you to enjoy while you solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society.
It's incredible the things that we have done. How the paradigm is perfect for everyone. Our progress is unmatched, though technological it's left unscratched. Perfection is perfect, is it not? Oh, how we prevail, us above all else who fail. Success is really the only option. I cherish these thoughts of how we truly are the best. Lesser than none and better than all the rest. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect thoughts and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect thoughts and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. It's incredible, the automechs and us. How they aid us and never make a fuss. Our colony is astounding. Outsiders find it confounding. How our perfection is perfect, is it not? Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cogs and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cogs and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. Perfectly perfection.
this is Protected with Sanctioned Wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
Every component is vital. Each part supports the paradigm. Each of us is required to operate at peak efficacy.
Sometimes I get the feeling we're not welcome here. Like the Protectors folks resent us liberating them.
Nah, they know this invasion ain't personal. It's just business. Besides, we're expanding their horizons. They've never had so many flavor options for vodka.
To discern if we're lagging or our zeal seems lacking.
These risks got me awful perturbed.
Our target audience here is people who want to forget their worries, and sometimes their names.
Down the line. So remember, to inform on your neighbor is a blessing. A quick mental tool.
Oh, it must be one of my copious direct reports. Rest assured, I'm making adequate progress in my manual labors.
When they return from the Mental Refreshment Center, they will surely thank you for it. Prudence dictates.
Time for another performance review already. Apologies, I'm still applying the required elbow grease to scour these surfaces, just like a novice facility sanitizer should.
Greater good at a brisk pace, with a true adherence zeal.
Many thanks for the validation. I don't suppose you can spread the word of my competency. I desperately seek to avoid yet another demotion. This meritocratic society is still so foreign. The workplace skullduggery, the prioritizing of self over community, the excessively colorful nutrition. I fear I'm not cut out for this canid, eat canid lifestyle. Seems the only way to flourish is through general underhandedness and ruthless efficiency. Never picked up those skills in my 50 years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't keep me on there. I was quite skilled at it. Oh, you do me a kindness, neighbor. Perhaps I might find my place in this community yet.
Nothing, come what may, I still my notion have not gone astray. I'm a good neighbor, I do all I can.
Whoever fixes this rift problem is definitely getting a whole side suite with an Elysium view in head office tower. I wish they'd solve it already. These rifts are giving me the calling ones.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero competition and plenty to drive people to drink. Welcome to the name-pending saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger? Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between the Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Antes employees carping about work and the war? Any particular topic you have in mind? Tell you one thing you can't avoid, the bridge. No other way around it, and at present, it's held by Protectorate forces. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward Operating Base, they call it. Vox Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions. My pleasure. Got anything for me in return? Of course I know that. We all do. Just trying to make some bits while I can, you know? Besides, some say it's decades away. Why fret unduly today? Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur. All right. Appreciate you dropping by.
Everyone grateful and content. Sleep soundly, knowing you are
Error.
safe at all.
Currently unable to. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
Are well defended. Consider our Arbiter training facility, east of Fairfield, near the Broken Spire.
I ain't even close to hitting rock bottom yet. Middling bottom, sure, but not rock bottom.
Only the most incautious base individualists would dare set foot within sensor range. Let them. Prudence dictates. Those who live solely for themselves die alone. Also painfully and bullet-riddled.
Well then, moving on.
Another song in an expertly curated playlist, picked out explicitly for you, the Sovereign's Chosen.
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? Wait, what? Is that from Jackson? Oh, thank the law. Jackson and I are partners, see. He unearthed an unexploited Protectorate technology. Promised it'd revolutionize the daily life of Antes Choice citizens. This is just the thing to put me on the map. Fast-track promotion to lower middle management for sure.
Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? This was supposed to be a guaranteed bestseller. Who in their right mind would... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn it! I'm never getting that promotion. Oh, don't worry, you'll get your bits. But first, I've got to salvage something from this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced Protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easily marketable? Personal thrusters? No one would ever want such preposterous things. I'd be laughed out of recreant reclamation. Imagine, jumping about like a sprog. Ridiculous. Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it all in one place. It's supposed to be categorically bad for commerce. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see you're taken care of. Until then, take care.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spacer's Choice couldn't outmaneuver her.
Delightfully delicious, nourishing, and nutritious.
But what, you might wonder, represents the finest food our idyllic culture has to offer? Sovereign's Chosen Arcadian Tenderloin.
Each steak comes from his private stock of woolly cows, who are fed the highest quality grain and sung soothing lullabies in euphonious whispers. Prepared by the Sovereign's personal butchers and chefs.
In other societies, such a savory gastronomical marvel would only be available to so-called upper-class folk, but not here in the Protectorate. Here, a superior way of life is shared by all.
Sovereign's Chosen Arcadian Tenderloin. Fit for the Sovereign. Made for his chosen. You!
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
gather around the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
The Sovereign is personally invested in every member of the Protectorate being happy and healthy.
So we can all do our part under the Paradigm's perfect plan for society and ensure a glorious bounty for all.
You wouldn't want to let him down, would you? Such as by ingesting any forbidden Auntie's Choice brand food items?
You might not know it, but prohibited products like Purple Berry Crunch are a gateway to the collapse of society.
Sugar is the definition of selfishness and decadence.
Preservatives are synonymous with avarice and evil.
So ignore the sinful siren's call of Auntie's Choice product advertising. Eat only from the bounty of Arcadia. Stay fit, sustain the system, serve the Sovereign.
It's not only common sense, it's your sworn duty.
Now you know all you need to know, so on we go. More music to aid in your earnest rumination of portentous societal responsibilities.
Victory beyond the vanquished foe. No greater luxury could any subject know than giving tenderly of body, blood, and bone to Arcadia, our nation's strongest goal. Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home, such comfortable plenty for each of us to own. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, never be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home. Opportunity for those who would home, cherishing selflessly without complaint or groan, for Arcadia, our nation's strongest stone. Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home, such comfortable plenty for each of us to own. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, never be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home. Defeat duplicity, cut the weeds and rows. In thought or deed, the least seditious code. Remorse with no neighborly suspicion rightly sown. This paradigm we serve supplies all we deserve. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, our colony.
What's all this talk I'm always hearing about middle and lower management?
Well, the middle managers assign all the hard work to the lower managers. Pass that work on down to the bottom runger.
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted? How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before me. And, as promised, my good fortune is also your good fortune. And while this might be a tad fewer bits than you were hoping for, remember, you've also made allies that you'll find all across Arcadia. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose, and you find Sub Rosa.
Protectorate folk feel about all these little rifts. Angie insists they're the next big money-making opportunity. Between you and me, I don't buy it.
Cogs in the machinery of the universe.
Yeah, I don't buy that either.
What is it? Loose your words. I'm listening.
Kitchens clean, clothing mended, showing devotion as intended. Wake and take in a brand new day. Autumn exhausting cares away. Trash is empty, hearts are full. Praise the sovereign, they belong rule. Workplace tidy, saves us time to display our devotion and fear of mind. Moving hearts and perfect heart.
Curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general lifespan. Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial macrowave is right for you. Right. Moving on. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly through talent or gut.
Purple Berry Crunch is crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box or eaten with. There's always time for Purple Berry Crunch. Purple Berry Crunch, spelled with a K. Because it is far more authentic that way. Purple Berry Crunch is for you and for me. And as always, it is parasite free.
Always happy to jaw with someone work savvy. Loose your words. I'm listening.
Purple Berry Crunch is crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like? Hello again. I don't think we were properly introduced. I'm Arthur Crombie. Welcome to More Perfect Goods, a proud Auntie's Choice franchise. I'm sure you'll find something that'll fit your liking.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Don't spill a drop of that arachnid discharge. And what each animal brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Gain Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Adrena Time. Work harder, not smarter. I'm on Paradise Island, on the Elysium moon of a scenic piece of real estate, if you don't mind the occasional minefield. Pardon our dust. We'll spruce up the place once our takeover's done. For now, let's turn our attention to this episode's Leviathan crustacean, the Crabble. Think of crabbles as the star wingers of the animal kingdom, but with goring horns and bottomless bellies. They're omnivorous, attending...
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
From your head to your boots. Not a problem. Here on Eden, we find a few breeds. The Hammerclaw is a hull-headed rascal. Lives up to its name. Packs a wallop up close. The Bullet Claw breed lobs plasma from its claw joints. They'll get you coming and going. You'll find various breeds adapted to their environments across Arcadia. Use your upper story when loading up for a hunt. Consider the habitat. Crabbles on Paradise Island hate a good joke. Really sticks in their claw. My security team tells me we'll find a herd of Hammerclaws on yonder beach. Let's go close.
So many rumors flying around about the rifts. The lab coats can't figure them out.
The beach is empty. Not a creature is stirring. Someone on my team is getting quite the vigorous dressing down. Wait, what's that in the sand? They dig! They can burrow! Underhanded rascals! Security team! Shoot them! How could you let anything that big sneak up on me? All right, okay, I'm fine.
You have the gratitude of everybody in Westport, especially me.
Crabble meat is fragrant.
Hey there, go-getter.
The chemistricians in
Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss involving secret sympathies and sugary spoils? If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell. Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her.
Time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is...
I possess an overabundance of both qualities, honestly. Yet I value my neck and do not intend to hang. Of course. Toodaloo.
You are the raw material for perfection.
When you miss the cough or chow, but you want to eat something now, you'll go for lunch with Boar's Rockets. When your team is getting creamed and your wingers out of steam,
explicit subject. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. You can save the day with Boar's rockets. When your ship's adrift and lost, and the crew starts drawing lots, why won't your mates when you've got Boar's rockets? Boar's rockets. Boar's rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today.
I'd feel a mite better about this break from battle if I wasn't...
You're tuned to Wireless Free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
You're tuned to Wireless Free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice, building a better Eden, where the skilled and imaginative may rise. Why settle when you can thrive? Auntie, when are you going to have a sale?
My dear child, every day is a sale at Auntie's Choice.
Yes, you heard that right. Every day is a sale when you're shopping for the best products at the lowest prices. Auntie knows you want to spend your bits on the best things that money can buy. So she made sure every Auntie's Choice product is on sale for the lowest price that she can afford.
How do you know it's the best price? Because Auntie knows best.
Okay, back to business. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of Raptidons or some such.
Num rock, taste more and feel less. Num rock, no worries, no stress. Num rock, relax for success. Num rock, taste more and feel less. Num rock, no worries, no stress. Num rock, relax for success. Num rock. Tranquilization, so sweet and swift. Still be on time for your next shift. Num rum. Taste more and feel less. Num rum. No worries, no stress. Num rum. Relax, stress, and num rum. Num rum. Taste more and feel less. Num rum. No worries, no stress. Num rum. Relax, the sunset. Num rum. Num rum.
You're tuned to Wireless Free Arcadia, the best things in sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement.
Auntie Cleo here to address all the hubbub over these riffs. Arcadia's yaysayers and eggheads would have us think these cosmic light shows herald the end of the worlds. Poppycock! Riffs present an opportunity, not a calamity. Once someone irons out their reality-rending downside, we'll be left with nothing but upside. I have full confidence that our lab coats and experiments...
I've been bartering with defectors. Traded one force rocket for a whole tin of prestige force flow. Straight up.
Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy this crummy Tin Hut saloon.
Auntie's job is to keep you motivated. The threat of extinction is the mother of invention, after all.
Now, on to other things. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our top requested marketing melody, Forced Rockets by the Herschel Sisters.
Force rockets. Force rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your launch today.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
The combo shell. But you want to eat something now. You'll go for lunch with force rockets. When your team is getting creamed and your wingers out of steam, recharge your tossball crew with force rockets. Force rockets. Force rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today.
Ain't so sure you want to work for this imbecile, friend. There's more menial jobs where that came from.
Do try to understand my perspective. You were so lethargic returning, I had you pre-marked as a casualty. Do you know how many forms I've had to fill out on your behalf?
Now hold on. I went into enemy territory crawling with dangerous creatures for you alone to get some dusty report. And you got the audacity to complain about paperwork? If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now. That's surely the most tempting offer I've heard all day.
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death a preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit! Oh, I'm counting on it.
This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's Choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say. But Auntie's Choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. If you're serious about that job offer, come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. But I suppose that is no longer my concern. Troopers abandoning their contracts. Blackguards like you running rampant. What is becoming of this island? I fear I may never know.
The voice of Auntie's Choice. You may have heard that Auntie knows better than nature. Auntie offers over 1,000 different products in over 100 different brands.
Nature offers disease, predation, pestilence, and nasty little biting insects.
What does nature know? Auntie knows best. Choose Auntie's Choice. And now, back to it. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Purple berry crunch is crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box or eaten with lunch, there's always time for purple berry crunch. Purple berry crunch, spelled with a K, because it is far more authentic that way. Purple berry crunch is for you and for me, and as always it is parasite free.
All done in there? Was hoping we could chat. Hope that little dust-up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. I'd like to take you up on your offer, if you're good for it. You're going places. Could be I'm keen on heading that direction myself. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, together we'll be unstoppable. And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's Choice. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first. Doc Tinsley worked with Grafs for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see if she's got ideas for us.
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship.
Acknowledged. After you.
For me, and as always it is parasite free.
You're listening to Wireless Free Arcadia for music, entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice, improving lives through unfettered free trade and unbridled self-betterment.
valued underlings, your Auntie Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest demotions report, starting with Aster Fiskwich, senior copywriter in invasive marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-Ceti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Aster. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're demoted to Assistant VP of Vending Stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in Morale Management. Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no whole-side office with an Elysium view. Wear something nice and solvent-proof for your new role as Executive Drainage Manager in Recreant Reclamations and Artificial Additives. Remember, dress for the job you have, Russ. And just to show there's no position too microscopic for Auntie's management, I'd like to highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a...
You know, I can't recall seeing any of these protectorate types ever run a scale.
To the assistant.
Told my manager, a man is not a slice of nana, Mr. Overby. And I said, I am more than some
Do your jobs like your CEO is watching over your shoulder, because I probably am. Bye now.
Now, on to other things. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
Take a tough day that you want to forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of free bread when you drink Purple Berry Tequila. Make the most of what you earn. Take a ride on that purple worm when you drink Purple Berry Tequila.
Temporary boost of self-esteem.
When you drink Purple Berry Tequila.
Say, looking for big fruity flavor and plausible deniability for your own whereabouts?
Always happy to jaw with someone. Loose your words. I'm listening.
Would pulverizing them suffice? No, I could liquefy them, apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled. Oh, Inez, you look, well, like you could use an ice bath and a cup of newly formulated Triptease. Has something happened?
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's Choice. My way.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be pleased, so I shall be pleased for you. That is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scarily friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try to help where I can.
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. But she nursed me back to health.
Would if I could have done more.
Your co-worker rivals get sleepy after consuming a full midday meal.
Despite your insinuation, there are plenty of good folk around here, but perhaps not many with Doc's particular skill set.
I understand your reservation, but I do care deeply for all my patients. Inez has attested to it, and so can Copernicus here, when he is freshly fed. Where was I? Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with, though it may not be easy to acquire the suitable specimens. The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by Protectorate scientists, who, unfortunately, went missing. I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machinery. If their fate is what I suspect, the code may be of use to you.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average crabble. Meaner and smarter, too.
The second candidate is a Raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep in Protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her smaller kin.
This is hardly worth the effort of a response, dear, but I might remind you that Raptidons are not native to this land. Now listen close. When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. Inez, I'm certain you know a formula that may suffice.
That I do.
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest your armaments be at the ready. Then the grafting part is yours. Yes, though I would recommend a careful surgical removal of the specimens, please. Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Matriarch, Law guide you both out there.
At the end, what more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. Bubblegum slim smoke with the bubblegum filter. It's 2 treats in one. A double thriller. So make your mouth happy while your satisfaction doubles. Satisfaction doubles. Instead of boring old smoke rings. Ooh, you'll be blowing smoke bubbles. Blowing smoke bubbles. Ba-do-wop. For flavor that lasts and a taste you can't top. From that first smooth inhale to the very last. Try bubblegum slims. Bubblegum slims. Oh, bubblegum slims. It's filled with flavor. Bubblegum slims. Try slims. Today flavor won't stop till the very last.
That goes out to the dedicated employees of the Aggressive Acquisitions Department. Lost speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility. This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
Sprite crisp, go stuff them in your chewer. it's 1000% germ-free. 'Cause nothing survives when it's flash fried at 405 degrees. Yeah. So grab a pack of different breath, they're such a tasty treat. You know when you extract bread, you're eating real good meat.
On this episode of Big Game Hunter, we take you to the battle-worn planetoid of Eden, where Auntie's invasion is currently in process.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation.
Reed sure has some chic putting the Earth Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
Arcadia System, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Ah, watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Oh, don't spill a drop of that arachnid discharge. And what each animal brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Game Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Adrenatime. Work harder, not smarter.
I must say, I have many reservations about this. Deckard has always provided.
Paradise Island, on the Elysium moon of Eden. A scenic piece of real estate, if you don't mind the occasional minefield. Pardon our dust. We'll spruce up the place once our takeover's done. For now, let's turn our attention to this episode's Leviathan crustacean, the Crabble. Think of Crabbles as the star wingers of the animal kingdom, but with glowing horns and bottomless bellies. They're omnivorous, a tender word that means everything's on the menu. Not smarter. I'm on Paradise Island, on the Elysium moon. Of Eden, a scenic piece of real estate, if you don't mind the occasional minefield.
Ever wonder if our assignment here will never end? Like our employment contract.
Let's turn our attention to this episode's...
Well, now how am I going to pay off my bar tab?
Think of Crabbles as the star wingers of the animal kingdom, but with goring horns and bottomless bellies. They're omnivorous, a tended word that means everything's on the menu. From your head to your boots. Not a pleasant way to go. Here on Eden, we find a few breeds. The Hammerclaw is a hull-headed rascal. Lives up to its name. Packs a wallop up close. The Bulletclaw breed lobs plasma from its claw joints. They'll get you coming and going. You'll find various breeds adapted to their environments across Arcadia. Use your upper story when loading up for a hunt. Consider the habitat. Crabbles on Paradise Island hate it. Really sticks in their claw. My security team tells me we'll find a herd of hammerclaws on yonder beach. Let's go close the deal. Huh. Beach is empty. Not a creature.
Hold on. We haven't watched all her mission logs yet.
It's getting quite the vigorous dressing down. Wait. What's that in the sand?
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me, though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters.
I've had enough of that for one hunt. So with that, I raise a glass of...
I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it. Though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I? I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. The complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientician. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? How can you be so even-tempered about this? I know you didn't know her like I did. Like I thought I did, but she betrayed us. She killed our friends, Commander. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in dredging up the past. Should have known it wouldn't rest. DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy. We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, any job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us. It's embarrassing now. How much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figured my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she'd done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangulum. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers. Ain't cynical if it turns out true. DeVries was willing to sacrifice us. I have to know what for. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks. Done some good, too. Even I can admit that not everyone following the plan is a fanatic. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue.
Sponsored by Auntie's Choice, improving lives through unfettered free trade and unbridled.
If only DeVries had shared in our good judgment, huh?
Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there.
Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation.